everyone. So I'm doing this today with the camera off because I'm getting ready for the day. And as we all know, I'm vain as fuck. And I don't like to be seen without my makeup on. So it is what it is. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for, I don't know, see more people show up or not. But either way, I just wanted to get this out there because I've seen and heard some fucked up shit over the past day, and I'm going to share that all with you, and then I'm going to talk shit about it, I guess. Guess that's basically what I'm doing. This, oh, by the way, that's right. Let me put this banner up to not give any confusion here. I just made the banner. Where the fuck is it? Okay, apparently my new banner did not take, you fucker. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Oops. Space. Oh my God, it's annoying. Well, I said I was going to give it a few minutes anyway, so I guess I can sit here and wait for the fucking pinwheel while I do that. Go away, settings. Okay, and paste. All right, scroll across the bottom, add banner. Show. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, that just looks like shit. Whatever, I don't care. So yes, this stream is, it's basically a bitch fest for me. This is what this is about. So if you want to bitch about these things right along with me, or you want to hear my bitching, then join me. If not, then I understand and I don't blame you. I'd set it out too. Sadly, I cannot offer much proof behind my bitchiness and my opinions. However, I am now actively looking for it, whereas before now I wasn't. And this, what I'm saying now, it mostly applies to anything involving nonsense. There's going to be one stream I'm going to cover briefly first that is not nonsense, nor does it have to do with nonsense. But this was something that was brought to my attention last night. And wow. Just when I think that some people on YouTube can't get any fucking worse, man. Whew. It's amazing how much I can still be surprised. And I should be doing my makeup right now, but I'm not even doing it. Go back to comments. All right, let me say hi to people. And let me get on live chat. Okay. Hey, Sue. Hey, Megan. Hi, Lily. Hey, Autistic Shill. Hi, Steffi. Hey, Kara. Kara, I was so relieved to read that this morning from you. I was like, oh my God, dude, like that was bothering me. I'm like, I hope I didn't piss her off. I was so relieved to hear that the mistake was on my end. You know, like I just misread what I was reading. So I'm so happy to have seen that. And I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna say I'm an idiot, and I apologize. But yay, that's all it was. What the hell? What? My phone just started talking to me when I called myself an idiot. I don't know what to make of that. Damn it, Siri. You're out with me. Hey, Greenworm. Hey, DC. Hey, Nina. Hey, Janie Mac. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. If not, I'm an asshole. Dirty Uncle Sal, what's up? Grace Case. Okay, so this first stream, it's only a few minutes long I want to play, but prepare to be shocked. That's all I got to say. It's from the creators. It's a very small channel. I don't even want to give it that much attention, but I mean, everyone knows that Real is my friend, and that's not even the main reason why I'm giving this attention. He is my friend, though. Don't take that. Don't mistake that. But even if he weren't, if this were about someone who wasn't my friend, I would be just as shocked and just disgusted, really. But this is from a channel called Drop the Mic with Anne and Maria. And it's just this one section here. It's not even so much what the channel owner is saying that and I hate to like call out smaller creators, but I mean, I don't even think that they're smaller creators. I think we're in the same size of creator. I mean, they, what is it? The Drop the Mic here has almost 2,000 subs. So, I mean, what am I? I'm at like fucking 4,000. That's it, you know? So, I mean, I think we're in the same class here. So I don't even feel like I'm picking on the little guy or anything here. I feel like I'm picking on someone just as big as me or small as me, whatever, however you want to look at it. Anyway, let me pull that up. I have it pulled up. Let me just share it to the screen. And there we go. Okay, this is a stream from yesterday, in fact. And I have it already fast forward to the part I want to focus on. And this is when Maria here gets a guest by the name of Chicago Muscle. They're talking about real, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and play it.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey.
So you got the race card.
Johnny
you got the race card being played on you, do you?
Yeah. Can you imagine by the little 5'4" man with a complexity shit that he freaks out, so he thinks it's okay to attack women?
So my opinion of this here right off the bat is, if you're white and you're being accused of being a racist by a black person, then I don't know, maybe just listen for a minute. You know, maybe just listen for a minute. But that's not even what this is about. That's not at all what this is about. I'm gonna keep going.
Women, because he's afraid to go after a man because he's only 5'4", so he's got to come after women.
So who's it?
Now, I'm gonna take some offense to that because I'm only 5'4". Okay, on a good day, I'm 5'4", and I gotta say, there's not much in this world that really. I mean, I'll go at to my detriment even. I have been in quite a few fights with people, women especially, who are been like 5'10" or higher. Like, it was some running joke for a while, how like I can't seem to get in a bar fight with anyone like under 5'6", you know? But still, my whole point is, don't knock something in the small size, because you know, us small size people, we can actually at times deliver a pretty powerful punch. That's all. Or at the very least, we'll walk away and your cunt will be very fucking sore from eating it.
This guy that was saying stuff about your daughter, that's what caught my interest.
He is a man. He's a really, really nasty person. He used to follow John Yates, and then John Yates had said one time, "Hey, everybody, follow him. He's a good guy to follow." So like we do always drop links. We followed him. I followed him for a week.
You're talking about that big fat guy who thinks he's Biggie G and he's got like rap crap going on. I've already found him. See, I don't miss a thing.
He can't even breathe. He's like, I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper.
So what's the thing about your daughter? Because that's the thing I'm most interested in. What did he say about the R word and your daughter?
Yeah, he messaged me on IG and he asked me why he hadn't seen me in his chat. Because he used to send me the link and I would go in. I'm
just going to throw out here right now, I have not seen anything of the sorts of Real haven't said this, but I have heard from other people that this is not what he had said, that there's much more to the whole situation than it's being overly simplified down to be. But it was not at all about that. It was she's completely twisting everything. For granted, though, I'll be honest, I have not seen or heard anything, but this is just this. I haven't heard any different other than from her.
I went in two or three times, and then I saw that he was attacking women, and I told him, "Look, I even screen record the whole conversation. I said, you're attacking a friend of mine, and I don't feel comfortable with the way you attack women." And then he goes, "Oh, we got to."
And I want to add too, if you're going to drop the women card, if you're going to sit there and say, okay, well, women, we deserve special treatment because we're women, then the nerve of you to then discount someone telling you that they feel as though you're treating them the way you're treating them because of their race. I mean, wow, the entitlement.
Got a Karen here. Is it because you're white? You don't like a black man? And I said, why do you have to bring color into it? It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It has to do with the man that you are. So then he went on a live. He posted my work information with my work picture, and he said, this woman wants to see a black man go to heaven. She wants to see me D, and I don't think, and she's a racist. I don't think she should be working.
I also want to point out too how Maria seems to be leaving out all the shit she has done to Real, the doxing she has done to him, and she even goes on to talk about some of it. You're going to hear it in a minute. The way she tries to excuse it is, wow.
And then he says, he made up this song about that he wanted to do all these nasty things and are my daughter. And all these women in the chat were saying, oh, you're so funny, you're hilarious. But it went on and on. I can send you the recording of it. And he said,
answer me this. In what world on YouTube would women in chat be cheering on a content creator for saying that they wanted to R someone's daughter? Like, seriously, think about that for a second. I don't care how biased or how shill-like mindset someone may have. That's a step way too far. I can't think of one female on this entire platform that would sit there and be like, yeah, you're so funny over that. Obviously, that's not what was going on.
Please do.
And he goes, why is she mad at me? Maria's daughter is not a teenager. She's an adult. So if I want to have sex with her daughter, I can. Why can't I do this to her? And I was like,
this guy's calling you a racist. What have you said racist to him?
Nothing. I reported.
So you're telling me that he's got a victim complex.
Oh,
right. I wanted to get an RO on him because he's doing the same shit Johnny Mac is doing. But he was really nasty against my daughter, and he kept saying all this shit, and he kept posting my pictures up and saying, this is her work picture. She's a racist. She shouldn't be working because she wants to get a black man cade. I've never threatened him. I said I'm not following his YouTube page. That was it. So then he started threatening some other people.
This stuff is so silly. And this guy.
That I agree with. This stuff is really silly. I will agree with that. However, a victim complex. Imagine as a woman just being, if you actually had someone, who was like threatening you or whatever, and you were trying to tell someone about it, and they just said, oh, you just have a victim complex. Like, what the fuck is that?
Guys over here having a fit, trying to say you're trying to get a black man caged.
Yeah, because I had somebody knock. Here's what happened. He lives in Arizona, and I had somebody go to his prior. I guess it was his prior place where he was renting.
He lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? The Hells Angels are based in Arizona now.
So.
What the fuck is that right there? That's what I'm talking about. That's only one example, first of all, mind you, okay? But what the fuck is that? Oh, what a coincidence. That just happens to be where the Hells Angels are based out of right now. Like, why? Who was talking Hells Angels? Why are we fucking bringing a motorcycle gang into this discussion about Real? Huh? Gee, I can't imagine what that might be fucking insinuating. And she wants to sit here and talk about real life. She's going to go into the story about how she sent someone to his fucking house. What is more real life than that?
So he went and he knocked. I had somebody go there, like I had him served there. So somebody knocked there and he wasn't home because he had already moved out of there. So those people that are living there, he knew who they were, obviously. And he said, you go tell Maria my life is in danger because she can't go to this kind of neighborhood and serve me and they'll think he's a snitch and she's going to cost me the life. And I said, okay, I'll find out where he lives. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop trying to do it as long as you're live telling all this shit about me. You're a horrible person. So I said, they're going to keep knocking and knocking at the same house.
So she's threatening because he's talking shit about her online and she don't like it. She's now threatening she's going to keep sending someone to his house over and over and over again to houses, addresses, whatever, until they find him. Really?
House, that's the house I put the address on. Well, he had moved because he gets evicted so much from apartment to apartment. So I couldn't find him. So one time I put on my community tab, I'll pay somebody $250 who can give me his address so I can have him served. Well, he ran on his YouTube and he says, oh my God, she's got a $250 bounty on my head. She wants to see a black man.
How is that not a bounty? That's by definition a fucking bounty. She's putting it out there. Listen, this is the bit of information I need. Whoever gets it to me gets his prize, gets his reward for it. That's a fucking bounty. And I mean, now we're enlisting, we're giving incentive, monetary incentive for strangers on the internet to now go and find someone's location. I can't think of anything much more dangerous than that. Like, imagine if someone did that to her. So she had all these strangers online, now suddenly trying to find out where she is located, where she lives, everything about her, trying to dox her essentially, only just maybe not make it public. Imagine if the tables were turned. Like, this is crazy. What? Nothing should fucking lead to this point. If you were to the point where you feel like you need to get authorities involved, then you have the fucking authorities do the fucking job. You don't have strangers online do it.
Mancade. And I go, are you kidding me? I literally said to get him served.
Here's how we'll deal with him. I got so many black friends, I got enough. We'll just let them deal with him so he can't call us racist and cry.
No, it's ridiculous.
That right there. This dude is talking about all of these black friends he has. He's just waiting to be enlisted by him to send after this other black person. Like, and they're doing this in their defense of being, or in her defense of being called racist. That's fucking racist, dude. That's so fucking racist. And then to laugh about it, like, they'll do our dirty work for us, so we can't be called racist. What the? Oh my God. And you're saying this publicly on a fucking platform like YouTube. What is your damage, dude? Like, whoa. How do you not see how fucked up this is? It's just crazy. Was there much more after that? I don't think there was. I hadn't listened to much more after that anyways. I don't know. That was like, that last part, there was like really all I could fucking take after hearing that. It's 5 minutes. Where am I at? Yeah, that's about it. Okay. So yeah, there's that. I haven't even looked in the chat. Let me get back to the chat. Here we go, Mikey. Okay. Yeah, that's just fucking crazy, man. I'm not at all. I'm not asking or advocating or anything for anyone to go report anyone. You guys each individually do whatever you feel and think was right for you guys. I'm not at all supporting that. I do not want that power nor that control over the content on YouTube. I'm not worthy of it, nor do I want the responsibility. So I'm just pointing out how fucked up that was. So, okay. So this is what I have to say about that. I wanted to call attention to it. It's just fucked up. And I haven't even talked to Real about any of this. It wasn't even Real who brought it to my attention. It was somebody else, somebody who he might even find surprising that brought it to my attention. But I don't know. But they didn't give me permission to say who they were, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah, Real, if you end up seeing this or listening or whatever, dude, this is fucked up. It's fucked up what I just heard. And it's crazy. Just be careful out there. Apparently, it's not just the YouTube streets that can get all kinds of mean and shit. It's apparently your real streets too that can, so as well. So watch out for yourself. If anything, I'd be a little pissed off that the bounty was only $250. I'll be honest. I would expect more. I don't know. For myself, definitely, and for Real too. So I don't know. That's just me. Okay, moving on. So the next one, and this one I'm going to probably commentate for most of its entirety, is the one from Nonsene yesterday. Her PSA, her public shit address or whatever. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of what those acronym can stand for after hearing what I heard. So Okay. I don't know if I'm going to leave it on on this faster speed. I kind of want to. I don't want to miss anything, and I tend to miss shit when I put it on faster, just because my mind will stay stuck on something, and I won't be paying attention to what comes immediately after. And if it's going fast, then I miss more than normal. So, well, we'll see. Did I share? Oh yeah, I did share. Okay. All right.
I'd like to address things head on, so we're going to do that once again. I don't expect anybody to pop in here. I'm going to keep this extremely short. Again, if I've said anything, all along, this is probably one of the, I would say, most important things I will say. And unfortunately, because of the situation, I can't provide proof of some of it yet. So you will have.
So it's what? Like any other fucking day you're online spouting off about shit? I mean, I've never heard a channel claim to provide so much proof and provide so fucking little. Like usually the claim and the reality are somewhat close, you know, or they're closer anyways. Like the difference between the two here on this channel, between the claim and the reality of it, it could not be further apart. I mean, it's like, how is this not more obvious to people?
Have to just start paying attention to some things as they maneuver. The situation got much more serious overnight. I am now in possession of. So you will have to just start paying attention to some things as they maneuver.
Oh yeah. So if you want proof, well, you're just going to have to start paying attention to things as they happen, because I know how they're going to happen. That's what it sounds like. Wow. You know, it's like the little ways in which we give ourselves away.
The situation got much more serious overnight. I am now in possession of so much information that it's mind-blowing.
Bullshit.
Michelle has been set up all along.
Set up for what?
As you can
Here's what I don't get. What the hell is Michelle set up for? I mean, is anyone making Michelle act the way she's acting? Is anyone making Michelle go on YouTube to act the way she's acting? No, she's not. So what the hell is Michelle being set up for exactly? I mean, sure, maybe some people are instigating her. I mean, I imagine that's kind of that's everyone, though, every day. People get instigated all the time. I mean, I don't see how that's a setup. So, I mean, and mind you, I don't know if I don't know what exactly she's referring to here with Michelle being set up. So if anyone can fill me in on that, because the only thing I can see that Michelle has been doing has been going online and talking. I don't see how anyone's setting her up for that.
tell I'm fucking choked up about it.
Yeah.
And those of you that have been a part of it from day one are about to see some hell on earth come.
Sure, Jan.
What they have done to her and how this set up and who is involved in this, I am so disappointed.
All right, this I gotta know. I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna go over to chat. Does anyone know what the fuck she's talking about here? Who set her up like this? What's like this? How? What is this big, or is this what she can't show proof of? I'm curious. Nobody did. Okay. Nonsene got some insider news last night. Nonsene feels like Michelle was part of a big conspiracy. Okay. Michelle is showing her whole ass. She just released all sorts of info about her own. See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. No one's, how can you set someone up to do that? How? I don't understand how someone can get set up to do that. Like, what I'm doing right here now is what Michelle does. I'm online, I'm talking, okay? Sure, I can be instigated into saying certain things or to talking about certain subjects or whatever, but no one's setting me up here. Well, if she is the KJ mania set to destroy Molly, and now KJ probably doing what she does. Even that, though, I mean, then they would, the only way that I feel like that could be an actual thing and be effective and make sense is if Michelle was completely and entirely pretending to be who she is. Like she would have to be putting on a major act, because if she's not acting, then she is someone who is very unpredictable and no one would be able to control. So she would be more of a liability than an asset, I would think. So yeah, exactly. That's the thing. No one is making Michelle do anything. See, now that makes sense, Dash X. EKC, it's a long story. I could explain it in long form. Nonsense is trying to craft a weird story that doesn't make sense from bits and pieces of larger issues happening. That I could see. Yeah, that I totally think is, because that's what Katie does. I've said it before. Like, nothing is more dangerous than Katie armed with a morsel of truth, because she will take that morsel of truth and she will spin it and weave it into something crazy, and then she will push it. But because that morsel, because it's spun from that morsel of truth, it will hold some validity in some people's minds, and that's all it needs. Michelle has a mother that's been helping her procure her info amount. Okay. But still, though, I don't see how that sets Michelle. I'm not just another. I feel like Nonsense is quite a bit like Katie in this regard. Well, she will take a morsel of truth about something and spin it. And that's what this stream was yesterday, was nothing but spin. And the thing is not only does she not provide proof, she provides no explanation and no actual accusation. She just walks away with nothing behind her but this very vague picture for people to take away with it what they will. And she's leading people to take away something specific. This is not any different than what fucking, I hate to say the word, I do, but what cult leaders do. Like, this is what they do. Okay, I'm going back.
I can't be more disappointed than I am right now. Some of these people I expect it from. Erica Shingara, if you guys have ever heard me talk about her, I implore you to go do your research. I didn't know who she was until a few months back when I was doing an exposure on a different story. Erica has been around the same areas that I have for years. She has gone back and forth with other groups.
You know, how do we know she's not Erica? Like, seriously. Again, like I said, this stream is my opinion. But it seems to me like Erica is much like another Nat. I know a lot of people have made this correlation too, or this connection too in the past. I mean, how I've had it said in my inbox. But I mean, I do think that there is some validity, some truth to it, but in a different context. Like I think the same people, maybe even who are behind Nat, could be behind Erica, or is part of the same group of people. I don't know. But I have a feeling that Erica exists for the same reason that Nat existed anyway, if that makes sense. Because no one else, I've never heard of either of these two until Katie came along, and which kind of leads me to wonder who exactly is behind these people and behind these actions online and whatnot. And I'm going to explain more of this as we go, because her stream kind of leaves me ample opportunity to explain certain things. So I'm going to let it go.
Over and over again, but somehow she is continuing to lie and say a bunch of things that are not true. And she goes to extremes, like extremes. She's not stable in any way, shape, or form. If you associate with anybody that she's associated with, which is the anti-Katie crew, she's in the drama community. She's not. Every single place. She is Molly's source out of this.
Okay, listen, as someone who's been in the drama community now for a good 2 years, I've never heard of Erica before fucking Nonsense here started opening up her mouth about her. I've never seen Erica or anything. Like, not before Nonsense came into the picture, not before this whole McRae situation. I've never heard of Erica ever. So now, for granted, the drama community can mean like it's like probably hundreds of different communities all throughout Facebook or all throughout YouTube, for granted. And we're not all going to know one another. But in this drama community, she has not existed, is what I'm saying. That's all.
Information. Why do you think things keep going back to a certain area? Why do you think Molly calls Penelope a troll? Because they're all from the same area and they're all doing the same thing. And a bunch of people that are together are very dangerous. All from the same area. Why do you think Molly calls Penelope a troll?
When did Molly call Penelope a troll? Like, did she? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just like this. That just it's something that a claim Nonsense is making that I'm finding kind of hard to believe. That's all. I mean, it doesn't really matter if she did or didn't, I guess. But I don't know. I'm just looking for little instances where Nonsense is full of shit, I guess. Like, did she call? Hey, Teresa. Hey, Dash X1. I asked Nonsence what supposed narrative we're pushing of Erica's as she's accusing us of, and she said she doesn't even know what Erica's narrative is. What? Yeah, exactly. Well, you see, that's the thing. Erica's narrative is whatever suits Nonsence at the time she's talking about Erica's narrative. It's not going to be one narrative. It's going to change over time as Nonsence sees fit. Almost like Erica's narrative is Nonsense's narrative. My opinion. Like I said, like the banner says on the bottom. I'm nothing, no fact whatsoever to base any of my statements on in this entire stream. Just keep that in mind, okay? This is gut feeling. This is intuition, I guess you could call it. And my gut feeling and intuition failed me horribly at times, I'll be honest. But oftentimes they don't, you know? So who knows? Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Who knows? But still, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like Erica serves an awfully big purpose, and her narrative is going to be whatever suits Nonsence at that time. Funny story, remember when Katie was on Nonsense's panel? Nonsence and Katie both said they had no idea who Erica was. Oh, yeah, but you see, you're going to hear Nonsence say all throughout the stream how she's been around for years. Nonsence has come across her for years in all these different communities, you know, almost like Erica's been following Nonsence all around, when that could be true, but more or less like Nonsence has been bringing Erica around, my opinion.
Because they're all from the same area and they're all doing the same thing. And unfortunately, you've got a bunch of people that are mixing together that are very dangerous. And when I say they're very dangerous, it's because they are absolutely setting people up who are not stable.
What?
So you have unstable people setting up unstable people.
Here's what I want to know.
It's pure.
How are people not safe? What the fuck are people being set up for here? Okay. I'll be honest, and I'm not trying to say this because it involved me. I think it very little involved me. I think it involved Tina and Steve more than anyone. But the only instance I can think of where people were actually seriously set up where some potential real life harm could have come from it is when Unirock tried to set us up for the whole creation of CP and whatnot through the whole helping Nat theory. Okay. Other than that, what the fuck? Nothing's real life. This is all virtual shit, and it's all stupid virtual shit. Sure, it matters to us because for whatever reason it matters to us, but outside of us, does it really matter? You know? So, I mean, how is this dangerous? It's not. If it were dangerous, I think a lot of us might think twice about being here because it's fun, but we don't want it dangerous. I mean, why is she trying to make it seem so dangerous? I mean, again, it's like she's trying to sell something. She's trying to sell something by adding all these shock value words to it to make it seem so much more than what it is because she needs to sell this.
Disgusting. The disgust I have in me right now, for some of you who I thought were decent human beings, I cannot believe the amount of trifling bitches out here. And when I say trifling,
oh shit, what'd I do? Damn it. I meant to hit pause, sorry.
Hey, no break would be the best thing because they don't have any.
Okay, I'm just gonna, while I look for the spot I left off at, I'm going to comment on that. Did you really not expect to find trifling bitches here on social media? It's social media. Its very foundation is trifling bitches. Come on. Sure, you can get close to people and expect and have an allegiance or have a friendship. Okay, sure. Yes, that happens. But to just come on the scene and expect everyone to be ready and capable of such friendship and transparency or fairness or whatever, likeliness. No, why would you think that? Like, you're just setting yourself up to fail right there. Of course, bitches isn't in there. I don't know how to spell trifling. I don't know. I'm not going to bother. I'll find it.
And stopping until something bad happens to you. Carrie, it's all over. They all act the same. That's why I've all thought they were the same person. I don't care. She's putting herself in a major situation.
Where did I leave off at, damn it?
Maybe I'm good. I'm just.
All right. I know I didn't hear that.
Not believe the amount of trifling bitches out here. And when I say this is like over the top, touching real lives, then saying to other people, don't touch real lives. They've been touching real lives all along.
Right.
They're even worse than Molly. Can I say that loudly? They're even worse.
That's how you spell trifling. Okay. I had to know.
And that's the sad thing, is because she's a common factor in this. But I don't even know if she understands the people that she has around her that have gone off and the things that they're. I can't tell you that she knows all of it, because I don't think she does. Because
see, now that kind of
putting herself in a major situation.
Hearing that kind of, it surprised me at first. It did. Like, holy shit, she's setting this up to get Molly a pass. Which, I mean, I don't think Molly's guilty of any of the things she's been accusing her of anyway. So, I mean, I don't think Molly even needed a pass. But in Nonsense's mind, she's setting it up to where Molly has a pass. Why is that? And that tells me something big right there. That tells me that her target all along was never really Molly. So I look back and I look at what brought her on the scene. What has she been overall? What has been the one thing that has not changed for Nonsense? And to me, I'm sorry, but that is that she's working for Katie. Maybe not working as an employee or whatever, but her whole reasoning, every action she's taken here on the platform has been for Katie, is what I mean by working for Katie. And more importantly, working against those who Katie has deemed enemies. For a long while, that was Molly, but I think Molly and Katie's, that whole thing, I think it's more or less fizzled out, and people are starting to move on from that. So now she's moving on to people who still hold that animosity with Katie or whatever. And now I feel it looks like Molly's being set up to just be a stepping stone to that, or a tool, rather than the focus of it.
Good. I'm good. I'm just like mind blown. You will maybe you will find out a lot of what I'm talking about, I'm sure.
He penned it. What are you
Erica's
talking
dangerous.
about?
I've said it before, I'll say it again. The stories she tells are.
What stories? I have not seen any of Erica's stories. Okay, and this she keeps talking about the caters or whatever, the anti-Katie community throughout this entire stream. So I'm thinking that those in that community would maybe have seen some of the things that she's bitching about and using against us. And I have not seen any of Erica's stories. I'm a friend. I don't follow her. I don't know if she follows me or not, but I don't follow her. I don't understand. My beaver's unit there. Oh my, I'm gonna remember that burn. That's a good fucking burn. Oh, Kira, Aaron played a video. What? Oh, Real's here. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute, did I read that right? Hey, Keeping Up with Lefty, or Keeping It Real with Lefty. Yeah, and if you go back to the beginning, I played a portion of oh shoot, I closed it out now. That Maria and someone, their channel, a stream where Chicago something came on. I played it like the first few minutes of Chicago's appearance there on the panel. I was really fucking and I'll be honest with you, I didn't come across this myself. Someone shared this with me last night. I'm not going to say who it was, because I haven't asked and they haven't given me permission yet to say who it is, but if they do, I will let you know. But they shared it with me because they were fucking disgusted. They couldn't believe the shit that they were hearing, and they were right. So I played it. I call attention to it. Now I'm moving on to Nonsense. So sorry. I probably should have told you I was doing it, but I'll send you a link. Let me see. What I signed into? You're on Facebook. All right, I'll send you a link through Facebook. Wait, where am I? Oh shit! I don't know why I'm yawning. I got such a good night's sleep last night. I mean, it was so good. All right, the name of the channel is Drop the Mic with Ann, and I think Maria had said. It's cut off now. I can't see it all. And it was yesterday's stream. Here, I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook. And it starts at like the I don't know. I'll grab this minute. Just a second. Where the hell are you in my Facebook Messenger? Has it really been that long since you and I messaged each other? I don't even. What is this? What is, oh shit. Okay, I gotta check that out too. Sorry. Are you not on Facebook? Oh, there you are. Okay, I got you. Okay, I sent you a link. Okay, Autistic Shield says, I saw Erica in one of those chats in the drama community. I think she's either with Amber or Bombshell. See, here's the thing. I've seen her in a couple of chats. Yeah, mostly screenshots after the fact, I'll be honest. But I'm sure that there's been a couple of times I've seen her in live chats. But anytime I've seen her around, it's always been at times where it served a purpose to someone. Like, it's not that she just was around organically, but that it was by design. So that stands out to me because I feel like if you're here organically, then you're just going to pop up at odd times, not when it suits someone, you know? But that's not the case from my experience with her anyway, from what I've seen. And even that's been few and far between. So. No, I know, Kira. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't even know he was here, so thank you. That's all. I read that wrong first. I thought you were telling me that Real shared something about me, and then I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not. See, I'm tired. I just woke up not so long ago. I don't even have my makeup even much on yet. But I heard the Nonsene stream. I heard a little bit of it last night and this morning, and I was like, fuck this, I'm covering it. So here we are. All right, I'm gonna go back. No, you don't know. Kira, seriously, there is no track. There is no fucking track. Maybe there should be, but there isn't. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Thank you.
There are so many people on Facebook that have history with her, know her in person. Like, don't take my word for it. Go do your research. It's out there.
Go do your research.
That's why certain people are being brought up again. That's why certain people are being doxxed incorrectly.
Let me tell you about all this information I received in my inbox and all this new stuff I know. Oh my God, you won't believe it. You won't believe it, but you have to go do your research to find it. That's what she's saying. Like,
because all of this information is coming from one source, Erica. Well, on that stuff, there's multiple. Unfortunately, that's why I thought they were the same person.
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't care about the shit for myself. Again, they can touch me all they want. I know what they're doing. And I'm not worried about it for myself. I'm worried about it for other people because I now see how deep this goes and the extent that
how deep does this go?
The messages that I got, the screenshots, the screen recordings, all of it. I had no clue that somebody could be as low as. Carry it all over. It's all over. Were you the one telling us about? Yeah, I've been telling everybody about Erica from time to time. Yes. To the drama community that is fucking with Michelle and been part of this, I pray for all of you that have not looked into the back of what's actually happening here and are taking some of this stuff as fact and running with it. Honestly, this is disgusting. Michelle, if you ever...
Is she really trying to say to those of you who have not looked into the back end of this and you're just taking things as you heard it and ran with it, like, how dare you take things at face value? How dare you? You just wait. What the fuck is that? See, this just sounds to me like someone who's just trying to set the stage, trying to form the outline in preparation for the fillers, for the body, for the rest of it.
Listen to anything I've ever said. Please do us all a favor and take a break. It would be the best thing for you because they don't have any intent on stopping until something bad happens to you.
Yeah, just take a break. Just step away and let us deal with this. Let us run things the way we think they should be run. Just stay out of it. It's for your best interest. I'm only thinking of you. You know, that's all. This is all about what's best for you. But don't ask me for any proof because I can't show you money.
They have done some of the lowest things they have
Who's they?
Humanly thought possible.
Like what?
Kelly could be, I don't know. It's just, this is absolutely like, and in time it will come out. But right now,
in time,
this is a Toronto issue. This isn't a Facebook issue. They are really, really going for somebody's real life.
What?
Yeah, Nerdali, you do. Yep. It's the same group. It's one that has played nice all along and has doing shit. Yeah, there's a big.
All right, that a couple shit right there. Who the fuck here has been playing nice all along? I've yet to see anyone who's been playing nice all along. Like, there's been like very little niceness, I think. So who is she talking about? They've been playing nice all along. Who? I feel like a fucking owl listening to this shit because I don't get no answers. She gives nothing.
In this. I said I'm gonna be certain people that I never understood like what the point was, what the deal was. And now I can go back in my own messages with certain people and look and see like they were lying straight to my face, which is great. I'll do as much as I can, but some of it I'm not going to. And again, this is not because I'm not putting proof out here or anything. There's a lot more going on here that, in my opinion, needs to be handled the correct ways, if that says enough. Yeah, 100%. And it's so much deeper than I thought. It's so much deeper than I thought.
How deep is it? How deep is that?
I'm genuinely concerned for Michelle's at this point now.
For well-being.
And not only for her, there's other people that they're doing stuff to also. But Eric, and every time, I'm gonna email you. That's why people keep getting doxed incorrectly. That's why certain people.
Wait a minute. How does someone get doxed incorrectly? Then if it's incorrect, then it's not a dox, right? That just seems like an oxymoron to say that someone's been doxed incorrectly. Dirty Uncle Sal, you're killing me. but it's so much deeper, bigger. Sounds like the beginning of a porn story. Yeah.
That we're involved with another. I don't even know how to put all this into perspective to make it make sense because there's so many pieces that now connect and I'm just like, what the fuck? And now they're turning.
Okay, see, now when I hear shit like that, I'm reminded of, I'm not positive in the movie. I think the movie was Pelican Brief, but I'm not positive. Where, maybe it wasn't there. I don't know. But it showed an image of a room where someone with like paranoid schizophrenia, I'm assuming, had lived. But they made all these connections between all of these like major political moments in time, like of recent time or whatever. And basically you walk away with the thinking of like, given enough time, you can connect everything to everything. Basically, it doesn't mean that there's a causation, just because something is connected. Even all of us as humans, we're only like 7 steps away from being connected to one another. Like you connect everyone in the world in like 7 degrees or something like that. So, I mean, given enough time and space or whatever, you can connect everything to everything. This is what I'm taking away from what she's saying, how she's now connecting things. Like, I feel like she's just gone way out of the mind of reality, basically, realistic thinking. And she's making these connections. That's what it sounds like to me.
On each other. They're starting to turn on each other. Yeah, you're going to go. Block user. I don't have time for people that offer Molly information on anybody. And I don't know whose account that was, but there was an account that looked like yours or was you that close to your drives and would email Molly information. You can just go the fuck away too. I don't have no interest in this shit with these people, but something needs done. And at this point, some of these people deserve what comes their way because they have been touching passwords, protected accounts, personal social security accounts,
What?
email accounts.
Really?
It's disgusting.
How so? That's what I want to know. Like, that's a big accusation to say that. What does touching mean exactly? They've been touching people's social security accounts. Wait, that's what she said. I got to hear that again.
Security accounts deserve whatever comes their way because they have been touching passwords, protected accounts, personal social security accounts.
Is there a public social security account that I'm unaware of, first of all? And what is the social security account? What does that mean? Like, I have a social security number, but I'm aware of a social security account that I have anywhere. Like, I don't think I have one with the social security division or whatever. I mean, what does that mean? What are you saying? That doesn't make sense. What do you mean touching? How have they been touching? And what, passwords? Passwords to what? I mean, you're saying nothing with all that you're saying. That is effectively telling me not a damn thing. But you're painting this vague overall picture for anyone who's not willing or not caring or not thinking it necessary to really listen to the words you're saying.
Email accounts. It's disgusting.
What is? How?
Oh, it's so worse. It's so much worse than I thought.
How so?
And that was like, I knew there was drama with Roseanne and Flava and all that stuff and Penelope, and I never could put certain pieces into place. And I knew Roseanne was telling me on stuff, and I knew it was. But now, thankfully, somebody beyond that, it was able to put it all out, and I see it all clearly.
What?
And it's fucked.
You're saying nothing. You've said nothing. Not a fucking thing have you said. Nothing. And you're acting like this is some big, huge public service announcement that you're giving. Like I said, it's not. It's a public shit announcement. That's what it is, okay? You've said nothing.
Yeah, Poppy, that's what needs to happen.
And I just want to add, if you had something to say, you would have fucking said it. Only people who have nothing to say nothing.
That I'm Sparrow? Well, that's not true. And they know that. That's just another game. Nerd Alley, she absolutely is. Yep. That's the disappointment you hear in me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, Sunny Days. Yeah,
I wonder, all right, opinion. Could this be like the catalyst for the stream right here? Could the whatever went down between her and Flava be what's prompted this stream right here? Like, almost like she needed some grandiose way in which to include Flava into all of her accusations here against everyone else. How Flava is now the bad person. How Flava has been working all along for the enemy or whatever. Like, that's what this feels like, almost. Like, she needed a way to introduce Flava into being one with the enemy. So this might be it. I don't know. I that's just something that just now popped in my head. I haven't given it much thought, but for a moment there, that's what it looks like anyway. Like, seriously, opinion though. I wonder what you guys think.
I'm not going to be on here much longer, but she's in every community, y'all. In every community. Yes, so is Penelope. They're anti-hater, y'all. Which, okay, I don't give a shit if they like it or not. That they've taken this so far beyond that. The BBC calls. Like, there's so much set up shit here that's been happening that they were all in on. Like,
yeah, I think you're right.
I can't even explain.
I think you're right, Dash X. That's what I've been telling you, EKC people suck. And Nonsene is paranoid and not well. Yeah, that's a big takeaway I get from not just this stream, but others that she's done. Like, it is a lot of paranoia and a lot of grandiose sense of self, and like, it's just, yeah, not well. In my opinion, I'm not at all an expert, but yeah, that's what it feels like. Yes, and the BBC calls were fucking hilarious. Exactly, Mama. Like, that's still like some of my favorite moments on all of YouTube that I've been able to witness were those BBC calls. Like, those were hilarious.
the levels that this goes.
Ow.
You people are fucking sick.
You people. What do you mean, you people? Oh, I'm kidding.
Then set up. She went after other people because you pinned it on other people. She believed it and has gone at those people. And now she has 18 more channels after her. Do you see what they did?
What?
Some of you do. Yeah, Pugs no one's thing. And even if they do, I don't care.
Who is she talking about there?
Yeah, Pugs no one. More channels. Other people. You people are fucking sick. And then you set her up.
Who?
She went after other people because you pinned it on other people. She believed and has gone at those people. And now she has 18 more.
Who did we set up? Who did we send after all these other people? Who has all these 18 other channels after her? Who is she talking about? Because I hear that and I think, is she talking about Katie? Is she talking about Michelle? Is she talking about Molly? I don't know who she's talking about. Can I be they? Hey, Penelope. This is right before I responded to Nonsene. I was trying to ignore her. Okay. So, all right. So then this wasn't. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I no longer take anyone serious when they say you people, them, they. Yeah, exactly. Just fucking spit it out. Exactly. Oh, okay. So MGL. It could be Michelle or it could be Molly Golightly, because like I think originally MGL was an acronym for Molly Golightly, but then Michelle Sabit, whatever, made her channel and she named it Michelle Goes Live to probably, purposely and to use the same acronym. So now I've seen MGL refer to Michelle as well. So it could be either one. You can see you don't know me, but she thinks we're on a team in this conspiracy. And that's the thing. There isn't a conspiracy. I mean, and sure, I guess if she wants to assign people into teams as in who's against her and who's not against her, well, then sure, in that regard, we'd be on the same team. But it's not a conspiracy to not be with her. I mean, she wants to sit here and spout how she's here. She's just here to get the truth. And she's armed with the truth. And it's all about the truth. But it's not, because she goes so far away from the truth for no reason. So, I mean, it's obviously an agenda here. And I mean, I don't even know what to make of it. She seems to make about as much sense to me as Nat did. I just see so many similarities here. I don't know. Yeah, I hear you, Penelope. She lies about me too. Yeah. She lies about Molly. She lies about Katie, only she props her up with her lies about Katie there. I mean, she lies about everything, but the biggest lie that she tells in perpetuity, she just tells over and over again, is that she comes with receipts. This has been the lie she's told from day one. Sure, she showed a few screenshots of DMs on her Facebook page. That's it. Hey, Nadia, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome. Oh, yes, right. Today's the 21st. I didn't even realize that. Oh, shit. I probably could have attended. Oh, well, I don't know. One of the other channels will grab it. All right, I'm going to go back. I'm almost done with my makeup, too. So
more channels after her. Do you see what they did? Some of you do. Yeah, Pugs no one's thing. And even if they do, I don't care.
Shit.
Yes, shopaholic, she absolutely is. Yep. Yeah, some of it's not. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, like, pay attention. This has all been right in front of your faces. But as you can hear in me, the level of disappointment and disgust has reached an all-time low.
Oh, no.
These are people,
She's
and I know you're fucking
y'all.
in here. And let me tell you, I'm not going to expose all the shit. I know on Front Street, it's going to go where it needs to go. What you have done, all of you, is not okay. Molly, if you are smart and want to keep anything, I suggest you listen. I don't like you. I don't like your behaviors, but I don't even think you would go as low as some of this shit that's going on. that your name is all over.
Really? No. Let's. Why?
You 100%.
Why the
Yep.
warning to Molly? See, again, this feeds into what I was saying earlier. How she seems to be giving Molly an out, meaning that to me that tells me that Molly has not been the target out this whole time, but Molly was useful to seem as though she was the target for the period in which she was. But she's not the main objective here. And I wonder, like, who is?
Yep. Fucking nuts. And the Teslas, I don't even know if they're up. I didn't talk. I sat on this all night and I was like, you know what? I can't sit here and not address it. I can't. I've always been transparent with you guys from moment one. And I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, just go willy-nilly, still support these people, because I was so unaware.
Who? What people? She hasn't named anyone.
And to the anti-Katies that aren't extremes and insane and can see clearly, you know exactly what I'm saying is true. Because some of you have been watching it happen too. You've told me. Please, if you care about your community and continuing your mission, figure
Our
something
mission?
out. And
What the
keep
fuck
these
is our
people out
mission?
because they're destroying your reputation, and that's a fact. And that's not, it's that group of people is involved with Erica and Penelope and others. Then you have Molly's back end involved with a bunch of these people. It's all fucking set up. And to any of you fucking with Michelle and continue to fuck with Michelle.
Putting on an eyelash there for a second, couldn't really talk. What the fuck is that? What is our mission? Like, what in this anti-Katie community? What is our fucking mission? I'm aware of any mission. I know what my purpose is, the purpose of each video I make is, or whatever. But even that changes over time. So what is our fucking mission? What are you talking about, lady? Like, you really feel like that this is some sort of war or something on YouTube, on social media, between YouTube channels? I mean, what kind of imagination do you have? Like, that's not, Jesus.
And don't do your research and start asking fucking questions and looking at those goddamn screenshots you all have.
What screenshots?
That you know she wasn't lying in.
What?
Some of you can go get bent. And I hope you go right down with the rest of them.
All right, what is she talking about there? I need to know. What fucking screenshots is she talking about? And who wasn't lying? Who was, see, this makes no sense. She's saying nothing. She is saying nothing by saying a whole lot of shit. Like, I've never heard so many fucking words and so much emotion behind the message of nothing. There aren't screenshots. She's making up. Yeah, okay. All right, then that would make sense. Okay, because I've yet to see any fucking screenshots. I don't know. The only screenshots, I mean, because she brings up the anti-Katie community. So I hear screenshots, I think right back to 2019. That's all. You know, I'm aware of any other fucking screenshots. What is she talking about? Unless this isn't to do with the anti-Katie community. In which case, why the fuck are you mentioning it then? Like, you're not making sense. Like, even if you're trying to sell an agenda, you're doing a piss poor job at that, I think. You're just leaving people walking away with some sense of, oh, there's fuckery afoot, but they can't put their finger on a goddamn thing. Maybe that's their whole point. I don't know, but. I'm getting bent. She sounds lovely. Yeah, she does sound lovely. Oh, what does she sound like? What do you, wait a minute, what? See, okay, LJ Protect Society. She has nothing if she does not manufacture this misinformation. That's the thing. That's what has me slightly concerned, is that those of us here who remember, who went through the whole Toddy Westbrook and Without a Crystal Ball lawsuit, the whole Nats, I don't know, era or whatever you want to call it. Nat is, you know, Nat did produce like screenshots or whatever that were bullshit, I'm guessing, allegedly. I don't know. Like we can't get into each other's accounts to really prove what's real and what's not. But it does seem as though much of it that she produced was bullshit. So that has me concerned. Like, what kind of how far is Nonsene willing to go? Is there a depth that she won't cross? Either way, I'm not concerned about it, because I know I'm free and clear. I've not been up to any fuckery. And even if some shit was produced to make it seem as though I were, I know my own shit would disprove it. So I'm not worried about it. But I'm curious. I'm curious how far this fucking paranoid crazy chick will go. And I was nice there with chick. I was nice. Is it playing? Yeah.
Flower power, keep it that way. Keep it that way. Hey, Mellow One. Oh, this goes so much deeper, y'all. The amount of setup here by people who lied straight to our faces and said that they were against all this bullying of Michelle helped set Michelle up in this position. All of her admins, and Michelle, if you're listening to me, please get rid of every single fucking admin you have. Take everybody off. Change every fucking password. Lock your fucking devices down and take a break. I will actually talk to you in an email at this point to make you understand how serious I am. You won't listen to me? That's fine. Just know that they're not stopping until something bad happens to you. And it's not just her that they're going after. It's the only one she can touch right now.
Who?
Thank you, Science Girl. It's disgusting. And some of the ones that have been trying to get...
This is really just a disservice, in my opinion, because she's giving out all this information, allegedly, that these people are going after one another, but she's not giving any specifics. So she's being negligent and irresponsible if there are people who are targets of other people, and she knows about it. She's not sharing enough information for people to accurately and adequately protect themselves. You know, it's almost like she's using it for content.
Molly's attention, obviously, and like playing this thing. Was there ever actually a phone call made to your son's school, Molly? I'm really questioning that. I'm just putting it out there. Was there actually a phone call made, or is that just another part of the puzzle here? Yeah, that's the fuck shit I'm talking about. Because I tell you what, somebody calls my child's school, which will happen because these people are pathetic. But I dare you. I literally can't wait for the day you guys
dare you. What did this? That sounded to me like she was daring someone to call their kid's school. Who would do that? Like, who would fucking make that dare? I mean, I understand the desire to say something like that. Like, go ahead, I fucking dare you. Wait and see what happens. I get it. I get the desire. But you don't actually say that shit, because then you're just fucking asking for it. And there are some things that are more important than you just popping off and letting off a little bit of steam here. Like your kids. Like your kids should be more important than that.
Because some of you have a lot to lose and should be more worried about your businesses than trying to destroy a mentally ill woman online.
Who's trying to?
And the person that I'm talking to knows. Penelope.
Oh, this was about you, Penelope.
Roseanne, if you listen to this, please understand that you were right on a lot of things. You were absolutely right on a lot of things that Flavor was lying. You're 100%.
Let me get this straight. So what? Penelope is allegedly out to destroy or whatever Michelle, because Penelope brings to light some of the things Michelle says and does on her own, on her live stream, on her YouTube channel that Michelle herself chooses to put out there to the public. Is that what she's saying? Because how is that any different than what fucking Nonsene is doing to all these other channels, mine included? How is that any different? Because you know what, Nonsene isn't out here making me say the shit I'm saying. She's not out here making anyone say the shit that we're saying. But she's the first one there to call attention to it and bring it to light and to critique it, whatever, commentate on it. So how is what she's doing any fucking different than what Penelope's doing?
100% right. But unfortunately, you were stuck in between two that are exactly the same. And I still fucking like Roseanne. Like that's the crazy part. Roseanne's been the most sane out of everything. It just never made sense because it wasn't what my focus was. part of me wishes I would have listened. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry I couldn't go down that rabbit hole and try to uncover all of this, because honestly, at the time, it wouldn't have even made any sense. Shit panned out the way it did. Will I fuck with? No, because she's still unfortunately associated there, and not for nothing, it's not her fault, but she knows how dangerous Erica is. And Erica is emailing Penelope, Flava, all these, like, this is so fucked up, y'all.
How does she know?
I don't know if somebody did call her school. I just have a lot of questions. I have a lot of fucking questions. Hers, I haven't been reading the chat because I don't really care. I'm
curious about something. To anyone's knowledge regarding this phone call to Molly's school, does anyone know if it was, how was this discussed by Molly? Was it discussed just by Molly on her channel, or was her son involved in any of this discussion? In other words, was her son in conclusion or whatever with Molly that this phone call had occurred to their school, to his school? I'm curious. Was this just a Molly discussion? I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying that. I just want to know who it was that was discussing it on Molly's channel. Was it just Molly? Was it Molly and Molly's son? Oh, I know Flavor admitted doing it. I know that. Basically, I gotta wait for my lipstick to dry. I can't talk yet. Sorry. Oh, son. Oh, there's my lip gloss. Can you? This. Okay. Molly was proud how the school handled it. The call did supposedly occur. She also followed up again, supposedly. That's all we really know. Well, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm curious who exactly it is that Nonsene is calling a liar here, or suggesting might be lying. Is she just suggesting that Molly might be lying? In which case, I'm not surprised. You know, okay, whatever. Of course, she's going to make that suggestion. Or is she also suggesting that Molly's son is lying about this? That's what I want to know. Because I mean, if you look at it, well, her son would be the one who might logically and rationally feel like the victim in this case. Some stranger is calling his school about him, you know? So I'm wondering, is Nonsene also calling the victim a liar here? That's what I'm wondering. Oh my God. I hope for nothing more than for Nonsene to go on over to the true crime community. I think that would be a wonderful choice there, Nonsene. I fully support that. Not because I want you to leave the drama community. You're more than welcome to stay here. But I just want to see you in the true crime community. I want to see how well you play with others there, or rather how well they receive you there. Because if you all think the drama community is full of a bunch of crazy bitches, you ain't seen nothing yet. And I mean that with the utmost respect to every person in the drama community or in the true crime community. Just want to say that. Okay. All right. So, all right. I got my answer, I think. All right. So I'm going to put this back in play, and I'm going to be listening, but I'm going to I have to run in the other room for a second, then I'll be right back. So I'm not going to be pausing this for about a minute or so.
There's 171 people in here, and I hope y'all fucking hear me well. The shit that's about to come out after it's handled the right way, and I will be contacting a couple of you creators to ask for help, because there's only a couple of you that have a backbone and ethics, but some of you I know will absolutely do the right thing. And it doesn't mean having to blast them or anything like that. These people need to be ignored and to be sent away, because if you want anything left in your communities, which again, I'm on my own little island swimming over here, But trust me, these people are doing damage. Steph, I don't know if she's really got one. She's not really a creator. She's been all over Facebook. There's pages dedicated to her for years. She is going to the level of telling people that I went after her for years. I didn't even know. I knew who she was years ago. I've always watched her. I have never interacted with this woman personally. I've interacted with her on her alts with my page, but I have never interacted with her. And what she's failing to remind everybody is the people that were exposed in that story. She's not telling you that one of them was on the registry for years. She's not telling you that there's child abuse charge. Like the people, that's the people she's protecting. So again, you can align with whoever you want, but there's always more to the story. If you want to know more about what she's actually claiming, ask. There's communities on Facebook that will tell you years of history, stuff I don't even know. We've been saying it forever. She has intertwined herself in all sorts of places. She goes by Erica Genevieve, Erica Shingara. There's actually lists on Facebook on these pages. I haven't looked down to see who's in here. Thunderdome is a good one. Let me look. Hold on. The Truth Will Always Come Out is a good one. That's why.
Wait. What was that?
Getting doxxed as blank screen because Erica has a vendetta against Big Al Crane, I guess. And as actually places. She goes by Erica Genevieve, Erica Shingara. There's actually lists on Facebook on these pages. I haven't looked down to see who's in here. Thunderdome is a good one. Let me look. Hold on. The Truth Will Always Come Out is a good one. That's why Big Al Crane keeps getting doxxed as blank screen because
I'm confused.
Big Al Crane, I guess.
Is she saying that Thunderdome is a name or a page that Erica regularly uses? Or is she saying that Thunderdome is one of the pages that is, what is she saying? I don't fucking know. Like, because I'm aware of the Thunderdome. It's allegedly this group on Facebook that's like against trolling or some shit. Or is in favor of like ethical trolling. Like there's ever been such an oxymoron. I don't know. I mean, I can believe in black hat trolling and white hat trolling, but like ethical, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you're trying too hard there to make trolling like acceptable mainstream or something. So I'm just curious. I don't know what the hell she's saying there.
And also Judy, that's why Judy keeps getting brought up in Molly's all this stuff because of Erica and her vendetta against them. I haven't released tons of screenshots with that whole situation because I just was sick of her attacking everybody around me. So I left so much alone to protect people around me because they are going through real life stuff. But she just keeps going and going and going. Those of you that follow me on Facebook know that I usually do a weekly roundup of whose comment section she's in because she's that egregious. It's crazy. Paula, she can get a hold of me. I gave her my email. And this time, and that's the hard part is because I understand a lot of people have issues with her and rightfully so, things she said. But the setup behind this all is so much worse.
Okay.
How does that tie in with Michelle? What do you mean? How does that tie in with Michelle? How does Erica tie in with Michelle? Oh, that's a crazy one. I don't even know how she got tied in, but she's Molly's source on information.
That's what you're talking about.
She's helped in all of this back end shit. She's part of it's insane.
I don't even have that.
Yeah, because she was a distraction. She was all the distraction. Erica is just part of it, y'all. Like that's the piece, you guys. Erica just goes and emails everybody fake information and then they run with it. That's why people have been getting docs that aren't really. Yes, blank screen. Yes. So there's just all of this back and forth.
Huh.
Yep. Shopaholic. That's exactly the truth. And there's a lot of people that have been involved in this setup of Michelle. Flava.
What fucking setup?
Penelope.
Makes no sense.
Molly. The BBC calls. Start asking some questions.
What does Michelle have to do with that?
Oh, Melissa's in here. Melissa was the one that they doxed information correctly. Everybody else has been doxed off of misinformation. Isn't that interesting how they all come from certain areas? Guess who Melissa was an admin for? I haven't even said this out loud to Melissa. Then Molly, Penelope, all of them get her information. Erica's just a mess. She's just a side piece wandering around causing problems wherever she can. She's in, this is the crazy part with her. She doesn't really have, like, I don't know her piece of this besides seeking attention. She's the one that was going back and forth in this whole Letitia thing in the beginning, saying that she filed a police report, was asking for a refund on things. Then she was going to Molly, providing her all this fake information. Conveniently, she is also in a certain state that fake articles come out of. There's also been fake articles put out about somebody else. Like, there's fucking there's also been fake back and forth, like I found causing problems. Erica's just a mess. She's just a side piece wandering around causing problems wherever she can. She's in, this is the crazy part with her. She doesn't really have, like, I don't know her piece of this besides seeking attention. She's the one that was going back and forth in this whole Letitia thing in the beginning, saying that she filed a police report, was asking for a refund on things. Then she was going to Molly, providing her all this fake information. Conveniently, she is also in a certain state that fake articles come out of. There's also been fake articles put out about somebody.
So, all right, what does that mean? Right there. I want to break that down for a second. So, first of all, how does she know that Erica's been the one in Molly's DMs unless Molly has said as such? And I haven't heard Molly say any of this. And I seriously doubt that Molly confided in Nonsene regarding anything. In what state are these articles coming out of? Because the only state I've heard Nonsene mention any of these fake articles in regard to them is Pennsylvania. And she did this, according to her, as a way to try to trick Molly into basically revealing that Molly watches Nonsene. If, you know, therefore, if Molly heard her say this and Molly took offense to it because Molly lives in Pennsylvania, then it meant that Molly watches Nonsene. Like, Nonsene said as such on her own fucking channel that that's why she did it. So she's saying that Erica comes from Pennsylvania. I mean, realize something here. Like, take the name Erica out of all this and replace it with your mother's name. Okay. My mother's name was Marguerite. So if I were to put the name Marguerite in place of all Ericas on the street, she would have just as much proof and evidence that it was my mother behind all of this than it was that it's Erica behind this. She is making this all up. It's all fantasy in her head. And for whatever reason, she wants it to be reality for the rest of us. Why is that? What does she benefit? What does she get out of this? Because she likes to point out all the time how she's not fucking monetized or whatever. Well, great. But there are other ways to benefit from having a YouTube channel than financially. You know, I mean, it does feed other avenues of our desires besides our pockets. You know, there's the whole vanity of it all. There's whatever. The whole sense of self-importance, which I think is more or less up Nonsene style here. So, I mean, she takes away from, she benefits is what I'm saying. I mean, why is this so beneficial to her that we all believe this nonsense? No pun intended.
Somebody else, like, there's fucking, it's all out there. It's all on Facebook. There's fucking posts and posts and posts of the shit she's been doing in multiple different communities. She's just a mess on her own, liability, dangerous, runs crazy. That's Erica. Like, she just messes wherever she can. And
thanks for joining, Crafty Florida Lady. I'm guessing. I think. But thanks for joining. Welcome. Glad to have you.
She gets in where she fits in, and that's with all of the antis. Penelope, the extreme antis. Penelope. I guess there's more of them than we thought. T. Kelly, you were fake docs too. It's sad. Yeah. Yeah, it's really sad. What? Oh, see, that's the shit. I don't even care about that stuff. Yes. Yes, spoiled wife. Yes, that's exactly who it is. Yeah, and that's why certain people keep getting brought into all of this. And I never could figure out that piece of it. Like, why does Molly keep going after Judy? And it's because of Erica. And then Erica was in certain comment sections sending people information, you know, and has been all along about Michelle and her background and conversations that have taken place and all sorts of shit. I don't ask me why she got involved there, except for she's a mess. Yeah, the clone accounts too. There's a lot behind that intentionally. Some of them, but there's a difference too, because there's people that troll like that and aren't doing it to harm anybody. And then there's ones that are doing it to try and distract because they are surrounding themselves with trolls that do stuff like that. She doesn't dox them. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Queen, you know what I'm talking about with ES. See, this is the thing. There's so much crossover here. There's so much crossover between different communities.
This bullshit. I call bullshit. That it's if there was so much crossover here regarding Erica, then there would be more people here talking about Erica. Nobody's talking about Erica except for Nonsene. And I don't get it. You see, like, there's not much when it comes to like the games people play in social situations or groups or fuckery, whatever you want to call it. There's not much I don't understand. At least to the majority of my life, there hasn't been much I didn't understand to some degree. You know, like it wasn't nonsense to me. Like, you know what I mean? There was some sense to be made out of it. Like, even if it's not something I would have conceived or thought of before knowing about it, I could make a connection. I could see how someone could get to that point. I could understand it a little bit. Until Nat came along, to this whole shit with Nat, like nothing made sense. Still nothing makes sense, except unless it's just consider that was the whole point of it. And it's the same thing here. Like, none of this makes sense unless that's the whole fucking point of it. And that's my opinion. Like the banner says, this whole thing is my opinion. I've got nothing to base it off of. But the way Nonsene, though, here is trying to frame all of this as being the fault or the doing of the anti-Katie community. Like, whatever that means, but whatever. That now has piqued my interest. I haven't been looking for proof of anything regarding Nonsene. I haven't even really cared to know who the fuck she is. I mean, if I did know, great. If I didn't, great. Whatever. I don't care. Makes no difference to me. But now I kind of want to know, because I want to know what her problem is. I want to know what her damage is. I want to know what it is why she's here. Because I don't think she's here organically. I think she's here by design. That's my opinion. So, and I mean, that's why most of the time I don't care about real life information. I care about past internet activity, because that will tell me you can be two different people. You can be one person in real life and be a whole nother person online. But who you are online is pretty much going to travel with you from community to community to community online. That's all I care about, because who you are in real life isn't going to make a difference to me online or in real life. Nothing about your real life to affect my interaction with you online. That's why I care about the online shit. But now I want to know all there is to know about Nonsene, really, because now I'm curious what it is that drove her here, because it's not just by happenstance, I don't think.
It's becoming wild. Queen's been around. She knows. Yep, revival. It's probably true. Thank you, Kick Rocks. I think a lot of you know. Yep, you do. You do. All of this drama should be in an email. Here's 2 sentences. Trust nobody. There's been a big setup going on here all along. We've been transparent.
But trust me in telling you this, really.
About all the fuck shit going on from day one. There's too many people that are too messy, that are all doing the same thing and causing nothing but chaos. People that we actually thought had good intentions and motives, come to find out they're behind a lot of the setup of certain people that are mentally ill and not stable, and pushing them further in their instability for all a show, a game. There's people that are protecting these people and paying for protection within communities, trying to get them to help them do their dirty work.
All right, I just want to say something here. Like, I just got a notification on YouTube to watch, or someone just uploaded a video. The channel I See What You Can't, and I wanted to just. The title has piqued my interest. I wanted, without playing it right now, I wanted to see what it was about. So I hit the info, description, and I'm pretty impressed with what I see. because I know like a lot of this channel's clips had to do with Michelle. And again, it's I think the channel's kind of like Penelope's channel in that regard, that it costs a liar brings to attention to some of the, fucked up things Michelle's doing online. So considering that, keeping that in mind, I'm impressed with this one line in the description here. They have video credit to Michelle Goes Live. Subscribe to her channel if you like what you see. Like I like that. It's kind of like, I don't know. I think that's more or less the honest way to I guess make a channel off of not someone else. I don't think it's making a channel of someone else by showing clips or bringing, because you see what you see and you're bringing your vision to life through their clips. Yes. But I feel like this is just like the right way to go about it. I don't know. And I fail to do this too. Seeing it, so I think maybe I might start putting something like that in my disclaimers and stuff, because that's probably the right way to do it, I think. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm getting off track.
And meanwhile, what the fuck is the point of any of it? What is the end fucking goal? What are you going to get out of this? Her dead? Because she told the truth on a bunch of you? And you know what's crazy too? Here's another fucking crazy little thing.
Okay. Yeah, I was reading the chat here and it just reminded me of something that I've been curious about. Nonsene is like first channel that I can come across on Facebook is I forget the acronym, CC, something like that. What the fuck does it stand for? Or whatever the acronym is. I know it's C something C, I think. Like this is like what I don't get it. Because you do the same thing. I tag every video of Michelle's that I use clips from in each video so people can see all of it. You see, that's cool. Yeah, I don't CMC. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't do that, and I should. Apparently, I get it. I'm the asshole here, but I don't know. I think I used to. Like I will for some channels. I can't bring myself to do it for Katie. I don't know. All right. Okay. So CMC. Does anyone know what that stands for? I've just been so curious about this. I don't know what I don't have any. CMC is where they all came from. It's CMC Dahala. It's a group of people that Nonsene harassed so badly that her first Facebook page was locked down. Okay. What does CMC stand for though? I don't understand. Commingling guns. Crystal Michelle Collins. She's a known scammer from Kentucky. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you. I did not know that. Oh, it's part of the Cartman Crane group. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a slob. I leave all my stuff laying around the house. Yeah, Contessa is an alternate name. I know that. Cranes. Well, maybe it's that Crystal person. I don't, because it sounded like when I first seen it, it sounded like. Can you put the shades so that they're pointed the other way, or at least pointed straight? Then can you do it so that they're pointed straight and not all directly on my face here? Thank you. KJ couldn't use that as a way to have people like, so she had to find a new person so she gets Nonsene of Unity to do what they do. Exactly. Yeah, you know what? I think you're onto something there, Mousy Files. Answer me this. Okay. If you take nothing else away from the stream, just take away the question. If you followed or paid attention to Katie for any length of time, up until we'll say May of this year, okay? So if you paid attention to her right up until like mid 2022, when did she ever stayed quiet on someone she was beefing or someone spreading shit about or whatever? When has she stayed quiet? She hasn't ever. Like she'll go in spurts or whatever, you know, she'll be quiet for a few weeks, but then it'll be a main focus, or she'll move on to something else and then she'll come back. You know, there's always been someone or something that she's been going at and attacking. There's never not been some. And I don't mean the content she covers, like the reality shows, like the Chrisleys or the Duggars. I mean like real people, I guess, like other YouTubers or other people who do what she does. I'll say there's always been someone she's been at war with, and it's always been very known. But since May, there's been basically no one for the most part. I think there's been a couple slip-ups here and there, but within a day, those slip-ups cease to exist. So when have ever been quiet for this fucking long? Like she hasn't. But throughout this time, there's been Unirock and there's been Nonsene who have been actively going after these other YouTubers and these other community people or whatever. Like, you know, like I don't think that's an accident. I really fucking don't think that's by accident. That's by design, in my opinion. Yeah, Lindsay Chris is the only one she didn't really attack for dumping her. I wonder why that is. I really do. I wonder if maybe that could have been because there was that lawsuit still going on between Katie and Todd. I wonder if Lindsay were to dump on her now, I wonder what Katie's reaction would be. Although if it's included in their settlement that Katie not go after any of his family members, you know, then I don't think she can really. I don't know. Oh, you need to go back and check. Penelope told you where to go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Penelope. I'm sorry to get back to work, but I hope you have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Yay. And she says, there, I can stream any of her content anytime I want. There are many cranes and alternatives. See, that's the thing. I don't trust any of the cranes either. I really don't. I mean, it just all seems like these are all alt names, much like Nat was and is maybe. Like these online personas exist when the people behind them need them to exist. You know? I mean, Natalie kind of is a very common name. Crane is a very common name. This Erica Genevieve one, that's a little bit not so much common. I almost wonder if that was like someone's like initial alt-nation and they really shit. I probably should have picked a better name. I don't know. I could be really wrong about that. Anyway. Oh no, Kira. Chrisley kid was in a very bad car wreck today. Which kid? I mean, I'm not asking because like one's better than the other. It's so horrible, regardless of which kid it is. But I'm just curious which one. Yeah, I know she has two last names. She has that one that starts with an S or whatever, and then Genevieve or whatever. Young boy. Oh, so Chase isn't the youngest, though, right? There's one younger, I think. Grayson. Okay, yep, that's it. Oh, I hope he's okay. Aren't they supposed to be sent today too, Leslie's? I don't know if I want information about Erica. I don't really know if I really buy into Erica much. Katie can't report it. I shouldn't laugh at that. Yeah, Shingara, whatever. Okay, let me get back.
I had been getting sent messages about a gal named Christy Payne and on Facebook, right? Like, I don't know her. I've never interacted with her. And I told Flava, like, look, when she was a mod for Michelle, I said, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting warnings about this person. There's no proof to back it up. I wasn't sent anything, but just be aware that this is what's going on. And these warnings are from people that I knew and trusted from the Facebook community for years. So it was really confusing to me, but again, not my piece of it. It's really interesting how they've pinned Christy and Michelle against each other, which granted, again, just easy targets, but there's so much crossover. It just goes from community to community to community. And I don't even know the fucking history or why, but there's so much connection. Kick rocks. It kind of feels that way at this point. TK, yes, absolutely. If you want to, I don't care. People just need to understand that she absolutely has psych issues. She absolutely has Science Girl. Which one? Christy? I don't think about her. I'm just like, when I get warnings about people, I try to do the right thing and like say, hey, I'm not really sure, but to the people that I thought were doing the right thing, just in case there was something there. And then here, all of a sudden, there's these messages and all of this stuff happens. And I don't know her backstory, how she came into it, if she was put in intentionally. Don't know, don't care. These are all people that have came into play in some way, shape, or form throughout this whole thing. Would it be able to send here to watch the replay? Sure, Steph, that's fine. But that's all I got to say about this. Yes, in time it will come out. I don't know how it's all going to get dealt with yet. Again, I'm going to reach out to a few bigger creators that I actually trust, because this is a game.
It's 1:30 in Minnesota, or are you saying that's when the hearing is? Because I want to say it's like 11:30 maybe in Minnesota, or 12:30. I don't know. We changed the clocks recently, and so I don't know if every time zone does that or whatever. Actually, it's 12:30 p.m. here in Minnesota. Okay. What time's your hearing? Wait, I can figure it out. I was just teasing. No, I was just teasing you. I was kidding. I was kidding. He didn't try and give me his food. Okay, what was I doing? All right. Where am I getting? Oh, there we go. Okay. That's what I need. Public asset access courts. Right? No, maybe not. I'm making all these fucking spam sites and shit. There we go. Why did I get a spam site? I probably got a fucking virus. All right, so 1:30 p.m. Minnesota time, so it's in an hour, I'm guessing. Interesting. I'm going to wrap this up, I think. I'm about halfway through this shit anyways. I do want to continue this though, probably later on. I'm gonna see if I can get in on that hearing or not. I know it's open to the public. I know people can, but I want to give myself enough time to do what I got to do to get in on it. I'm just curious. All right. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. I will be streaming later tonight. Watch Penelope's video tonight. All right, I'll thank you. I did start to watch it a little bit last night because someone sent it to me on Twitter. But I didn't get a chance to finish it. So All right, guys. Well, I've been doing it for a while, haven't I? Yeah. I want to do more of these streams too, where I just start talking shit about people. It's fun. It's cathartic. I need more of that. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. I'll be around. Thanks for being here. All right. There we go. Bye.